Tens of thousands of people have died in the worst earthquake to hit Turkey in decades. Among the countries to offer aid was Israel, who deployed more than 400 people in total, including 25 medical professionals and search and rescue experts from the United Hatzalah organization, who were sent to one of the most hard-hit areas close to the Syrian border. Joining me is one of that team, Linor Attias. Thank you for joining me at the media line.
Hi, Sarah. Nice to meet you.
So, how much notice were you given to prepare for this mission, and how did you get ready to go?
We decided Monday evening that United Hatzalah should be there, boots on the ground as soon as possible. And since 7 p.m., we had a few hours to prepare everything with all the logistics needed and the technology that we needed to take with us. 10 a.m., we were already at Ben Gurion Airport with a private airplane that we hired through El Al company to take us directly to Gaziantep Airport, because it was very necessary for us to land there to minimize the time going on the roads that were damaged between Istanbul or Adara or somewhere else. We wanted to go directly to the point, the city that the damage was heavily over there, and boots on the ground, as I was saying before.
So where exactly were you deployed, and how hard was it to get there?
We chose to go to Gaziantep, to the city of Kahramanmaraş, Kahramanmaraş, how the local people say. It wasn't that hard because we landed at Gaziantep, so 30 minutes we were already there. But the problem was that when we land at the Gaziantep airport, we figure out that they cannot come to us because there is no fuel. The governor of Gaziantep was there at the airport, and we explained that we are a mission of medics, paramedics, and rescue people with engineers and everything. And over 10 tons of supply is for us to handle the situation. It's not humanitarian. This is the first step to save lives, as many as we can. And therefore, he gave the bus and the truck, the only bus and truck that he had with fuel, to take us to the camp so we can, begin as soon as possible. Other delegations that came with humanitarian supplies just stuck there at the airport because they didn't have any solution. Who can take them with all the supplies, many tons of blankets and pillows and coats and clothes. But the first stage at earthquake is to save lives, as many as you can, and the time framing is against us. So therefore, the governor made the right decision to go with us, to take us to the site. And Baruch Hashem, thank God, we saved 15 people. We assist to enormous amount of population with the psychotrauma unit, or just to tell them that the person is not alive and they need to wait until we finish with the signals of life, all the indication that we are trying to get for life. And then the second stage will be to take out the bodies. It was chaotic, a sadness in every corner, such a huge damage that you need to be there to understand.
So can you describe to me what you saw when you first arrived?
First, you saw the buildings. You just look all around and you see there is no buildings. It's like a site of stones. And then it's all gray. And then you start to see different items from, your house. You see dolls, shoes, furnitures. You understand, a few days ago, this place was like normal life. And then you see the faces of the people who survive, going homeless at the streets. And there is silence. This silence, just, they want to scream, they want to cry, they want to express the fearness, but they're just keep on silence because maybe they will hear someone, and it's so hard, this silence, it's so hard.
How did the local people react to your presence as Israelis?
So warm and kind. They just grab us from the orange vest. Please come, please help. My daughter is alive. Please come, please help me. And we did. We ran all over the sites to just check if there is a signal of life. Many times there was no signal of life. I remember at the beginning when we entered, a young man approached to me and he just touched my vest and, please come, my daughter is alive, please come. And I came, he speak English. And the body of his daughter was split through concrete. And he looked at her face. She was so calm. And he hugs her and he doesn't understand that she's not alive. That he doesn't understand that. And at that moment, I needed to explain to him that we cannot save her. And I needed to close this circle for him, to bring him back to reality.
You say you saved 15 people. How did it feel to pull somebody out of the rubble who was still alive?
This is the adrenaline we needed. Today we received a 5 seconds video from the hospital of 2 nieces that we saved, who were saying to us hello.
How old were they?
They are stable and healthy, 21 and 23. Their uncle Ali grabbed us, please help my nieces. He already knew that the father and mother killed at the earthquake, but he told us, yesterday I heard her and she told me that both of them are fine. And it was already 24 hours later. And we told him, okay, come help us with that situation. We tried to get out someone who was still alive. Then through knocking, we heard him and connect with him, knocking on the concrete. And he helped us. And we promise when we finish with that one, because we know for sure he's still alive, we come into your apartment and we will check it out. And we had no signal, nothing at all. And I asked the volunteer, Yossi, who managed the drone unit in Israel, who came with us, Yossi, you know what? Maybe we will give him the closure that he needs, Ali. Take the drone with the thermal camera. Let's see if we see a signal of heat from the bodies. And he saw something, very, very weak signal. So together with the IDF rescue mission, we start to grab the stones and the engineers prepare the plan how to enter the location that the drone located. And then we the morning after, we received such a huge hug from Ali and the grandfather, who also survived. And the grandfather was saying, if it wasn't your technology, I'd probably be dead, because I was trying in my bare hands to move all the stones, and I would kill them and myself, because it was very dangerous, this building who collapsed, to enter, to receive the right angle to enter inside. And today we received this video from Ali. It was amazing feeling. It was worth everything.
Was going to Turkey your first experience of international aid with United Hatzalah? Was this your first time abroad with the organization?
No, not at all. I was part of the delegation for Ukraine and Moldova. I was there since day one when the war began, and I stayed there over 6 weeks. I'm a manager of emergency situations here in Israel. This is also my IDF reserve service. So suddenly to learn at the academy what you need to do to assist the civilians during war or during earthquake, and to see it in reality, I felt prepared, but still it's not enough. To be there, it's something else than what's written on the books.
How different was your experience on the Ukraine border to your experience in Turkey? Were there similarities? Were there differences?
There is differences. The refugees from Ukraine, they had a house to come back to. They had hope that the war will end and they will come back to their home back again. Like, they are temporary refugees. And those ones, I don't know what the future going to be for them. The Turkish people, the Syrian people, they lost everything. They don't have a home to come back to. And also they lost so many people. And I don't know what will happen to Layla, the 7-year-old girl who lost her father and mother in this earthquake, and we saved her. She's an orphan right now. And I don't know what will happen with all the orphan kids that I saw, that they got through the small tunnels. They were very tiny kids, but the parents did not survive, and also their brothers and sisters who were much bigger than them. So this is not the same situation. It is a hard situation for the Ukrainian people. They're suffering. They lost so many people there in the war. I cannot say that it's the same. It's not the same. This is different.
So with so many aftershocks and so much destruction making the area unsafe, how did you live? Where did you live while you were there?
The government of Turkey chose a field, open field, for all the delegation, the international delegation who came. It's only, we came with tents, so we sleep at the tents and sleeping bags. It was very cold. While you are sleeping, suddenly an earthquake wake you in the middle of the night, and you feel the earthquake again and again, minor earthquake. But it was safe for us to be there at the open field. So this was the right decision of the Turkish government.
What was your routine every day? How did you plan your day?
Waking up, brush my teeth with mineral water, because no water at the site or toilets. The toilets is just to grab a bag and like a plastic bag. This is the toilet. Sorry for that. We were survivors. No shower. I took my last shower on Monday night, and the next one was yesterday when I came back to Israel. That's it. When we wake up, we just go to the sites, split to small units. Every unit just go around, and if someone grabs, please come, I hear something, then they run over, they try to look. If they hear it, then they call everyone else on the technology devices. I'm at site number 7, number 9. We gave numbers to the sites, so we will know. We mapped the sites with numbers. And that's it. When the rescue teams reach out to the patient, to the person, then our doctors entered, scroll in, and stabilize the patient,
Mhm.
because this is the very important moment when you find a person, you just want to grab him out immediately. But if you will, definitely you're going to kill him. So the doctors are working inside the collapsed building, stabilize the person. It can take between 30 minutes to 1.5, 2 hours, depend on the situation, with fluids, glucose, sugar, drugs, tourniquets if needed, whatever is needed. And then we take him out to the ambulance. Sometimes the doctors just go with the ambulance to the hospital because they need to still stabilize the patient and treat him all the way through. This is what we've done there every day, every day.
How many hours a day were you working?
It was over 12 hours. Depend on the situations. Some of us were there 18 hours, and then we just grabbed them. You must go to sleep a little bit. We felt connected to the families that was waiting for the good answers, and we just the adrenaline keep us go and work and work and work.
But you left the area early. Why did you do that?
It wasn't that early. After 6 days, that the chances to find someone alive is 1% maybe. It's like a miracle, and therefore it wasn't that early.
Right.
And our mission is to save lives. We are not there with humanitarian supplies. We didn't bring it with us. So we just knew that it's going to be like maximum 1 week.
How did you travel back from Turkey? You say you rented a plane from El Al. Did you take an El Al plane home again?
No, Dr. Miriam Edelson, philanthropic, amazing lady, gave us her private jet. And this is how we returned very fast to Israel, to my beautiful daughters, to hug them.
Linor Attias, thank you very much for joining us here on the Media Line.